Shamrock tarot generating rules can be reversed, may not resonate. This for a Virgo. It's just unrealistic. Questions about feminism, but then you want a man to, you're trying to manifest a man, a magical imaginary man, because that's how your brain operates, to come in, clear your bankruptcy for you. That's not going to happen. Even if you met a rich guy, he would not do that for you, okay? That's your problem. That's your bills. You are responsible for that, okay? Feminism, once again, that's a college degree. If you practice that, roles of women in the workforce, that kind of stuff, you'd have to go to a feminine school, a girls' school. There's lots of documentaries you can watch on that stuff. Women, that's not what they believed in. Feminism believed that they didn't need a man, that they could do it, okay? That we can work the same amount of hours, get the same pay, take care of ourselves. That's being feminism. You don't do that. You think a man is going to come in and fix everything for you. It's raging jealous. There's something wrong, because it wasn't raging jealous. You were going through someone's Facebook. You started at A. This person was attracted to the person, friendship that he was in, okay? You came along and tried to control that dynamic. You just wanted to harvest off this imaginary Gemini, have sex with this person, thought you were in a marriage for having sex with somebody, and then eventually, yes, he rejected you. First of all, because it's not realistic to date somebody out of state. That's not realistic. Why would you spend $200 on gas when you can go out to eat and drink and have fun and go shopping with $200? Okay, it's not realistic. But it's not like he dumped you for this imaginary person that you cooked up in the head. You put somebody to death. You invested the cup of love into an imaginary person, and then you put an imaginary person to death. And you had everybody all tangled together. That wasn't real. That puts you in an illusion. That makes you delusional, because you start believing it. Okay? You and him weren't originally attracted to each other. You came in, he said okay, he gave you a chance, and then rejected you. That happens. That happens to a lot of people. But it's not like he chose somebody over you, or originally like somebody else. He was attracted to that person, yes, was friends with them, but there was nothing there. It was imagination. You believed all this. You cooked this all up in your head, stirred the pot, and then believed all of it. You had a contract with him. He signed one with you, with the old terms and agreements of the contracts that you people were operating out of. Still haven't got an answer why you believe that having sex with somebody is marriage. I mean, that is just completely ridiculous. That's not a marriage. That's just having a sexual encounter, a countership with somebody, a situationship. Dating involves sex. So that was you, though. He didn't think that. You thought that. You thought that having sex, you were in imaginary marriage with him. Okay, you can think about that. I'll be back. Okay, you sold the love to harvest off an imaginary Gemini feminine, and then you offered him the price too, and then to get in his energy, basically. This is what this was. You made up an imaginary person and said, you know, if you get in this person's energy, they're a Gemini, W-E, we will pay you $7,500. You did that. You put somebody in high honor. You put them on the pedestal. You titled them an emperor and empress. You put a price on people's head. What would you call yourself? Exactly. You were harvesting off an imaginary person. You did that. You sold your couple up to the devil to harvest off an imaginary person. So there goes the love between you two. Automatically is not balanced. He became unattracted to you. You sold your feminine energy to be attracted to men. So where is the problem here with you being okay with being sexual or bisexual? You're supposed to tell somebody, hey, I like boys or girls. I'm into threesomes. I'm into swinging. That's a topic that should be talked about within the first couple dates. Because you got a new contract with him in these terms and conditions, and you still did it. You still sold all your feminine energy for men to be attracted to you. Why? Okay, think about it. Let me know. At your age, you should be comfortable. I mean, this is all over the news. The kids are allowed to express themselves. Why would you not be allowed to express yourself? Well, let me know, okay? And then somebody sold the contract for control, and somebody sold the Two of Cups for control. At that point, it didn't matter anymore. Because you sold the couple love to control an imaginary person. You broke up the contract. So if you're mad at that, you only get one, okay? So no, we're not fixing any more contract for you. It was fixed and it's been voided because you are being, you're stalking people. You're jealous over imaginary people and spreading rumors and lies and falsifying information and conducting terrorism against people. Putting a price on somebody's head is terrorism. Okay? If he had the choice between these two people and picked her, like dating both of you, having sex with both of you, and decided, okay, I'm ready to be in a relationship, I pick this one, then yeah, you would be raging jealous. But that's not what happened. You came in raging jealous over somebody. Totally different, for no reason at all. And then made up stories, got raging jealous over that. And it was a completely different a new person came in. You did not see any of that. So what are you asking me to fix? You don't get a future right now until you come to terms and see this about yourself. That's what the dark night of the soul is. You need to come to terms with this, accepting the titles and labels and whatever God is going to give to you, okay? Accepting where you live. You don't talk about people, and when you're going through the same thing, you don't do bug spells on somebody because you want rid of your bug spells. You be a feminist and go out in the community and you protest against it, okay? You stick up for yourself. That's what feminism is. You don't depend on a man to do that for you. You don't depend on anybody to do anything for you. You take care of business on your own. That's being a feminist, which you are not. Because you clearly wanted a man to come into your life and wipe the slate clean for your bankruptcy when you had to come to terms with this. And you're still overspending. You still bought another new table. You just bought a table like a year ago, 2 years ago. Then you went and bought another new table. Brand new table, not a used one, a brand new one. Then you got to pay for delivery and everything else. So where did that money come from? You can explain that. Okay, that's why you're in bankruptcy, because you don't know how to manage money. You cannot shut me up. So what are you going to do about equipment now? You want to plan for the future, you have no future because you got to fix now. Your microphone's already broken, your cameras, your batteries. What are you going to do? What did I tell you in the last message you have to do? Yes, go get a real job, okay? And then once you start building that, I'd go file bankruptcy now, okay? I'm sure mommy and daddy will give you the money for that. Once you come to terms with that, they'll be like, yes, finally, they're waiting for you. You have very good parents. It's not that much money. The judge is not going to want to hear that you're illegally doing a YouTube channel, not paying business taxes, and everything that's going on with all the business and all the laws being changed. They're not going to want to hear that you were in that boat, okay? Because they're going to ask you what you've been doing, where you've been going to school, and you got nothing, girl. Nothing. Virgo, please. You can't say, oh, I'm a mental basket case. I don't know how to pay my bills, but then you don't have any history of being crazy, proving that you are crazy. Okay? Succulent energy. Yeah, you wanted to be a succulent. You used demons or something probably to make men attracted to you or sexy or whatever you people do. And that's how you manifested this contract. But it wasn't for love. It was for money. Completely wrong. You did not pass any of your Page of Swords energy. That's that spying on people, gathering information. You completely failed all those levels. Yeah, you're just trying to manifest, and you're a Queen of Wands when you're a masculine. Doesn't matter if you change it. You don't have any energy. You're at ground zero here. The disc, spinning disc, round disc. Until you start seeing a light in yourself and that light bulb starts going off. Judgment. Page of Cups. It's not our fault that you believed a bunch of horseshit junk that people were plotting out. Everybody had this problem. Why would we feel sorry for you and not everybody else? We don't play favoritism, okay? People who have bells and whistles is because they earn them. And badges and chips on their shoulder and badges and all kinds of pretty stuff, they earn them. For breaking their back while working. Not by complaining and making up imaginary stories, okay? You're not an author. It's okay to make up stories, okay? But when you're accusing real people of stuff, that's when it becomes a problem, to the point where you're stalking people and putting a terroristic threat on people's head. You're still delusional over this, that it was like, okay, well, you need to come clean. Who told you this? High priestess. Yeah, you wanted someone's high priestessship. You wanted to just take the money. How were things that were dead in a fire now? Now everything's dead in this apartment because none of that stuff breathed besides the two people that lived there. Okay, everything's dead. How are you going to magically float this stuff to you that's burned away and crisp and charred in a fire? How are you going to take all that? We'd really like to have that answer too, okay? It's not our fault if you believed a bunch of horse crap in books about spell work that wasn't real and you were trying to manifest. That's not our problem, okay? You go to school to learn how to study and read. You have 12 years of schooling or more when you turn 18. It's not our fault if you don't pay attention in school, okay? 12 years of education provided by your local community taxes. Plus all the knowledge you want in every library. Okay? Well, there's a block on romance. You already know that. Juggling time, money, and energy. Okay, so in your feminine, you're trying to manifest Knight of Cups. And in your masculine, you're trying to manifest a new contract of money, when I told you that's not going to end through love and sex. You're still operating in that old system. So until you come to terms what's real and what isn't real, you're going to keep operating in it. This is what we keep telling you. We all been telling you. Even tell people this, but you don't listen to yourself. That makes you delusional, in an illusion. Ace of Cups. And then in your feminine, you're trying to manifest romance and a couple of. But you're juggling time, money, and energy, and you're sitting here at judgment on the table for going to jail. Real jail in the 3D here, okay? for being a terrorism to innocent people in your own country. So you need to come clean who came to you. And then you didn't tell authorities, okay? Oh, were you going to steal the couple of in a contract, a magic office, something you were trying to steal again? Okay. Imaginarily, in your head, hexing and cursing a complete stranger. Okay. Page of Wands. Hey, you want to be stuck in this in your head? That's your choice, not our choice, okay? Yeah, because you're trying to talk to the past. You want the past to message you. Once again, you're going to try this again. After it already literally blew up in your face. You're in bankruptcy, 5 of Pentacles, in regret over what? Because it's not working. You're trying to just harvest essence. Your essence is your essence. You can't harvest someone else's essence to take a leap of faith. It's just not going to work. Okay, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. You have the 7 of Cups in reverse here. You're at the reflection of accepting this. That it's not real. You've woken up into reality and you got to work and do double shifts and triple shifts like everybody else if you want something nice in your life, okay? And you got to be a good person for people to come and be attracted to you. Not because you're going to do death spells on a complete stranger hundreds of miles away from you. And you didn't sleep with him and talk to him because you were genuinely felt something for him or was attracted to him. You did it to use him. And then when he figured that out, he dumped you and rejected you. The group's already left you and cut you out. So what are you doing about this? You need to come clean about what you promised to all these girls. Because, okay, behind the moon, probably cook something up too with those groups that got involved with this. The other groups, not the original ones that came to you. 2 of Wands. The doorway. Go through the doorway. It's just going to be another chamber of darkness for you. You have a grip on what? First, it was your past that you didn't, this other person a couple years ago that you got the contract with. It got restored. You broke the contract when you sold the cup of love to control an imaginary person. Okay? You sacrificed the cup of love, okay? To control somebody, for essence. You wanted to harvest essence off this imaginary person that you made up in your head. Harvest, that's 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and you're gay. So you wasted all your energy. So you sold something else. You probably sold the contract too, because you sold all your feminine energy to get him to be attracted to you. Why? If you wanted him so bad and you're so raging jealous, would you have to sell all your energy? Because you're gay, okay? Moving forward in your empty ship, or you got a doorway opening up for you, which is still going to be dark. Either way you go, it's going to be dark, okay? Good. Fighting more monsters here. Fighting your demons now. All these demons you cooked up, they're back here to haunt you. You got to fight all those one by one. Each problem that you have about yourself, your demons, you have to fight that. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, because you just wanted money. You stirred the pot behind the moon because you did this for money, not to peacefully work and share in a group. You did it to steal it because you wanted money, or you were gay and you were looking for girlfriends. One or the other. It could be one or the other. Wounded after battle, and you didn't even start your battle yet. Okay, that's the truth here. Ace of Swords. Justice, karmic justice comes in for you. Okay? Talk to you later.